Hello everyone, welcome to Naples Players Thursday Night Yoga. I'm Katie, this is Ginko. We are here to teach you some yoga so that you can relax, stretch out. Yoga is super beneficial, especially when you're feeling really anxious or tired or down or just tight in general. So I'm super glad that you're here. As always, if you have any requests for what you would like to see, leave it in the comments below after class. We're going to begin in a comfortable seat, so whatever that looks like for you. Can you sit? Perfect. All right, so once you've found Sukhasana, seated pose, sit up nice and tall. Place hands on your dog or on your knees. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Feel the connection of your sits bones on the ground as you inhale and exhale. Last one like that. Inhale up through the crown of the head. Exhale all the way down into the ground. Good. Now let's make these breaths slower and more controlled. Inhale through the nose. Lips stay sealed slowly. Exhale back out the nose. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Open the eyes, letting the light come to you. And we'll get started with some seated cat-cows. So drop the chin into the chest, send your body back. And then inhale, pull your body through, lift the gaze, expose the throat. Exhale, round through the spine. Couple more. Inhale. And exhale, seated cat. These can be really big and exaggerated, or they can be small, just kind of moving through the shoulders and the upper back. Syncing up with the breath. Let's do two more. Inhale, seated cow pose. Chest pulls forward, gaze lifts up. Exhale, round, seated cat. Inhale, seated cow pose. Exhale, cat. Good work, everyone. Come back through neutral spine. Extend the arms out in front. We're going to come into eagle arms. Cross the right arm underneath the left. Two options here. You can give yourself a big hug, which is already working the shoulders, giving yourself a stretch. Or you can come into full eagle arm version, lifting elbows up in line with the shoulders, and then wrapping the forearms around each other, working to get the palms together. It's all right if they're not even close, if you're kind of hanging out here. What we're aiming for is a big stretch in the shoulders. Good if you've been sitting all day working at a computer or on your phone. Good. Now check in. What is your core doing? Are you just kind of hanging out? Can you add some integrity by hugging the belly button in? Now we're going to take this into a twist. So turn over towards the right. Good. Maybe you feel a bigger stretch along the shoulder blades. Come back through center. We're going to take it over towards the left. Back through center. Good. Undo eagle arms on this side. Place arms down at your sides. Just let the arms get some fresh blood flow. You can even shake it out if that feels good. Good stuff. Now bring arms in front. Opposite this time. Bringing the left arm, underneath the right. Either giving yourself a hug or wrapping the forearms. This side might feel totally different. So find your Garudasana, eagle arms. Lifting the elbows as close to the shoulders as you can. Stretch, stretch, stretch. We're going to take the twist over towards the left. Back through center, over towards the right. Back through center. Good work, everyone. Undo the eagle arms. Set the arms down at the sides. Maybe shake it out. That can be a pretty intense stretch if your shoulders especially aren't used to getting stretched very often. Now bring hands in front. Transition into tabletop position. If you need extra padding underneath the knees, no problem. You can roll up the mat or grab a blanket. And when you've found your tabletop position, extend the right leg back behind. Heel is in line or below the glute. So try to resist the urge to really lift it up. Rather, extend it straight back. So femur is still in the hip socket, one long line. Stay here or extend the left arm out in front, bicep in line with the left ear. This is called bird dog. A lot of spinal strength happening here. Engage the belly. For 3, 2, 1. Release, left hand down, followed by the right leg. Send it back, child's pose. Hips go back onto heels, arms reach forward. Back into tabletop position. No, thank you. My dog loves when I go into child's pose. If you have pictures of your dogs while you're doing yoga, send them to me. I'd love to see it. From tabletop position, extend the left leg back. Find that alignment as though you were kicking the back wall, evenly distributed between the hands. And now hug everything in towards the center line. Push the earth away. Extend the right arm out in front. Good. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes down. Left knee comes down. This time, bring big toes together. Separate the knees. Extended child's pose. Walk hands forward. Forehead rests down on the ground or as close to it as you can get. If it's really far off, make fists with the hands and bring the forehead onto the fists. We just want to connect the forehead to something. It's going to calm the nervous system. All right, weight shifts forward back into tabletop position, taking this into a new shape. Knees underneath the hips. Extend the right leg back. You've been here before. This time, exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest and bring the right foot forward between the hands. Good. Coming into a low lunge shape. Again, you can pad the knees if this feels intense. Anjaneyasana. We're going to lift the arms up overhead. If that's too much, hands can come onto the thigh. We're getting a big stretch through the hips. Try not to shy away from this. We're looking for a big sensation. If you feel any pinching or pain, back out. Otherwise, sit with it. We use our legs a ton, but we don't stretch our legs a ton. Nice. If the arms are up, we're all going to bring hands back down to the mat. Curl the toes underneath. Lift the back knee up. Now we're finding a bit more strength. We're going to pivot on that left foot, coming up into a warrior 2. So arms rise up into a capital T, staying bent through that front leg. Good. Stick with me here. Reverse warrior, right arm reaches back behind like you're trying to high five the left side of the foot. Good. Come back through warrior 2. Now point all 10 of your toes towards the left side of your mat or of your space. Hands come onto the hips and then send hips back, chest forward, wide-legged forward fold. Taking a moment to have the head come below the heart. Really good for high blood pressure. Now I want you to notice, are you sinking really heavily into your heels or really heavily into the toes? And can you evenly distribute that weight? It's going to create a more intense stretch. Good. Place left hand at the center of your space. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Right hand replaces the left. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Left hand comes down. Walk the hands over the right foot back to that low lunge shape. We're going to step it back into your first downward dog. So hands come down, right foot goes back. This might be a shape that you've done 1,000 times. Maybe this is the first time you've ever done downward dog. Either way, greet the day, greet your downward dog. And then lower the knees down back to tabletop position. On to the next side we go. Send the left leg back. Exhale, knee in towards the chest. Feel that rounding of the spine like you were doing cat pose. And then step the left foot through. Low lunge. Rise up, Anjani Asana, arms overhead, or remember you have the option to place hands on the thighs. Leaning into that sensation. So you're feeling a big stretch through the right hip. You're also feeling compression through the left hip flexor. That's good, that's okay. Good, we'll all bring the hands down. Curl the back toes under, lift the right knee up. Good, how are we doing? We're feeling a little bit more intensity here. And then pivot on the right foot. We're gonna rise up, warrior two. Take a moment to get adjusted, get acquainted with warrior two. Then reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches back. Exhale, warrior two. Point all 10 of your toes towards the right side. Reach the arms up this time, taking in a star pose. And then exhale, forward fold. Nice and heavy through the head. Again, check in, make sure you're not dumping too far into the heels. Rather, we're working to get the legs in the same plane as the ankles. Rather than a twist this time, we're going to walk hands over towards the right leg. And then hands come back through center over towards the left leg. And back through center. Shake it out, enjoy. And then walk hands back to the top of your space. Turn all of your toes to face the front. Final downward dog. Step it back. And then lower to the knees. Shift your weight to one side. And extend the legs out in front. Really awesome work, everyone. Gonna lower all the way down onto your back. And from here, soles of the feet come onto the mat. Make sure that the entirety of your spine is pressing down into the earth. Extend the right leg up towards the sky. Reclined figure four. Cross the right leg over the left. Moving the right knee forward, opening up the hip. Stay here or move the legs in towards you, lifting the left foot up, interlacing hands at the base of the left thigh, and using the right elbow to encourage the right leg forward. How's that breath? Is it still circulating in and out through the nose? Did you kind of lose track of it? That's okay. Bring it back. Moving into reclined cow legs. So we're going to cross the right leg over the left like you were sitting in a chair. This might already be a pretty intense sensation for you. If so, stick with it. If you need a little bit more, you're going to move the soles of the feet towards you, capturing the outer edges of the feet with the hands, and then pulling the inside arches of the feet towards you. Take a gander at the video if you need to, but we're stretching the outer hips here. Hands release from the feet. Keep that crossing of the legs. We're going to take an eagle-legged supine twist. So right leg is still crossed on the left. We're going to drop the legs over towards the left. Right shoulder stays down on the ground. If this is proving a little too intense for your IT band especially, you can uncross the legs, take a traditional supine twist. All right, my friends, let's bring it all back in towards center. Uncross, set soles of the feet down. Windshield wiper the legs from side to side. And then reset for the other side, and then we're done. Lift the left leg up. Feel that space in the hamstring. Cross left leg over the right, figure four, opening the left knee towards the front of the space. Staying here or lifting the right leg, interlacing hands behind the right thigh. Left elbow into the left thigh to open. And taking some deep breaths as you open up the hips. All right, here we go. Undo the hands from the back of the thigh. Cross left leg over the right. And then work to bring the shins in towards you, hands on the outer edges of the feet. If you're not anywhere close, just keep that cross of the legs. Maybe bring hands onto the shins, ankles, wherever you can reach. Finding that cow leg position. Getting into your outer hips. Are you clenching your jaw? Thinking that a clenched jaw is going to help with this shape? See if you can let it go. Release hands from wherever they're at. Keep the left leg crossed over the right. Lower the legs over towards the right side of the mat. Left shoulder stays anchored down onto the ground. Eagle-legged supine twist. Back through center, uncross the legs, windshield wiper from side to side, and let that windshield wiper action take the legs all the way out in front. Final Shavasana. Let the feet separate, the arms separate from the body. Really take up space here. We're here for a few quiet moments to let everything absorb into the body. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. stay here as long as you would like. Or you can begin to move fingers and the toes. Deepen the breath. Find a full body stretch. And then roll over to the side of your choice so that you can transition up into a seat back where we started. When you arrive, bring the hands together at heart center, honoring your practice, honoring your body for all that it can do. And bow the head towards the heart. Take one final breath in together. As we exhale, we say Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for this video. Please feel free to share with anybody that you think could benefit from 15 to 20 minutes of yoga every week. If you have any questions, comments for me, leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you. Take good care, friends. Thank you.